Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kisha, just in case you're new here. I blog every day at kjaggers.com. The link is below. So I am back today on this beautiful first day of spring with a question and answer video for you guys. But today it's beautiful outside. There's tons of kids. They're riding four-wheelers and bikes and screaming, and you will probably hear them muffled through the video. There's nowhere I can go in the house that you will avoid that sound. So hopefully you don't mind. But I am back today answering your questions about my grocery budget. I feel like I've answered these before. I'm going to link all the other videos about my grocery budget and such below. Right now, as of 2015, March 2015, my grocery budget is approximately $600 a month, and then my pet and household budget is around $400 a month. So for us, I know we're a family of three, and we are, $600 a month in on food. It's about $150 per week. And, I try to balance it out between organic and non-organic. And if you're really trying to save money, you can avoid most of that stuff. But for us, I spend about $150 a week on our food and groceries. And then for the dog food and the cat food and, the laundry soap and all that kind of stuff, all the kitchen stuff like dishwasher soap and cleaning supplies, paper towels, toilet paper, all of that comes out of the $400 a month. So, I don't always save money going to the grocery store. Some weeks I spend more, some weeks I spend less. If we have company coming over, if I'm cooking for people, if I'm taking somebody a meal, or if I am going out of town, or we're going to eat out a couple nights that week, all that stuff really does make the grocery budget out of whack a little. I do try to stick pretty close to the 600. If we have, like I said, a lot of company, it could go up, or if we're traveling, it could go down. So, I do my best to save. I don't always do a great job at saving. I don't always do a great job of clipping coupons and looking for sale items, but I try on a normal basis, on a shopping day when it's not stressed out or crazy, and when it's planned out, I can usually save some money. And that's the first tip. I usually plan. I plan out my monthly meals. I plan out my weekly meals, and I shop according to those. And I do plan in snacks and drinks and coffee and all that kind of stuff for 1 week. And a lot of times, sometimes a meal will get pushed over into the next week. So say on Tuesday I had a steak and baked potato and broccoli planned for dinner. And that night, none of us were really that hungry around dinner time. Sometimes that happens, at least in our family. And we decided to have brie and pears instead. Then we will take that meal that was planned and push it off into the next week. So, I generally freeze almost all of the meats when I get home from the grocery store. That way, they're not waiting on me in the refrigerator to use them up. I thaw them out the night before or the day of in the microwave. But it's very simple for me just to get the stuff in the freezer and then get it out as needed. So definitely plan and stick with your grocery list. All of us need, something a little sweet, or, a favorite drink or whatever, but really try to stick to your grocery list. And I factor in almost everything. I'm pretty good with it. Look at the ads. Now, that was something I did a lot, and I still do. I look at the ads online to my grocery stores as soon as they come out. And you can just Google it, like Ingles, or no, let's do Kroger shopping ad. And you can figure out, basically when the ads come out. And I go over those ads and say if broccoli is on sale, I will buy it for the broccoli stir fry, and then I'll buy enough to have as a side for a different meal during that week. Now, I think it's important not to eat out that much, but we eat out. We ate out just last night. And we factor that into our grocery bill. So if I know on Friday and Saturday we're going out to dinner, or we're getting takeout, or we're getting fast food, then I will factor that into my grocery budget, not spend money for meals on those nights, and not overcompensate with buying more stuff and using that money. Just because I had it, I just don't spend it for those particular meals. And that's really easy to do. Just factor in your date nights. Factor in, and it's not always easy. Some nights become pizza nights without me even scheduling it in, because we're all having a very busy day, and maybe I didn't feel like getting into the kitchen. Maybe I have a headache, and the boys need dinner. So sometimes pizza night comes in unexpected, and you just go with it. But another good tip in order not to do that, not to eat out as much, is to have some fast pantry or freezer meals. If I make over, like a big stock of tomato soup, big stock pot, half the time I will freeze half of it, put it in the deep freeze, pull it out for a quick dinner on a night we have doctor's appointments and stuff at school and stuff going on in our lives that I just can't be in the kitchen that long. So definitely get you some pantry meals that I like pantry meals like spaghetti. And in the spaghetti bin, you got your pasta, you got maybe your sauce. In the freezer, you got your garlic bread to go with it, and that's a meal you keep on hand 24/7 all the time, and along with maybe a package of ground round or meatballs, freezer meatballs, that would work too, that you can pull this pantry and freezer meal together super fast without having to go out and get fast food or order pizza like we do. And we do have freezer meals. The boys just really like pizza. But if you are trying to spend money, definitely have, or save money, definitely have some of those freezer meals and such, and pantry meals stocked up. I'm going to be doing some videos about those actually really soon. Another thing I do, and I made some notes because I was kind of brainstorming how I save money and what I do with our food. Say we have baked chicken one night, maybe 2-3 nights down the road, the leftovers, I will make chicken quesadillas. It doesn't take a ton of chicken. You're adding vegetables and different things and cheese to some bread basically, and it's a good way to use up leftovers. It's a way to repurpose the food and not waste it, and it's a good way to save money. We save a lot of money on leftovers. Not every family loves leftovers, but if you're creative about it, like baked chicken to chicken quesadillas, and you leave a little bit of a time gap in between, I promise you it will save you money. Promise. Make what you can is another one that is important. If there's certain things that you can make on your own without having to pay the store price, it's really a good way to save money. If you want to bake your own bread, if you want to make your own cheese and crackers, if you want to make your own jellies and jams, that was quite expensive, but it was wonderful to give those out as Christmas, and we still have some in our pantry. There's ways that you can make things yourself and save money. So, look at the recipes or the snacks that your family really like and make those yourself, and I promise you'll save money. You might have to test it and try out different ways, but you can do it. Now, another one, I think I showed this in another video, and if I did, I'll link it below. It's hard to remember, though. Go through that Sunday paper and look for coupons of things that you will use. Don't clip coupons for things that you know you're never going to buy, or things that you rarely buy and you just want to buy it because you have a coupon. Yeah, silly. Buy a Sunday paper and only use the coupons for what you use. And that works for us. I usually keep the coupons in a little book in my bag, or in my car. I keep them in the car a lot too, and I can just grab it and go into the store. But you can always find coupons, and I know Target has a lot of them. I'm not a Target shopper, but I know Target has a massive amount of store coupons where you can really save money if you are. And don't forget about the Walmart Savings Catcher, because it's just a way that you can save more money by scanning your receipt. And taking advantage of all of those little perks. I think it's crazy that we have to scan all those little cards now. But I actually have them all on my phone on Keyring. But use those. They really do help bring your bill down. If you're just somebody who runs in, never uses one of your little discount cards for the store, you're not going to get the sale items and such. So always use those. Another one is, for many years, and we haven't done it since we've been in the Carolinas period, is have a garden. We had a huge garden in North Vernon, Indiana. It was massive. It was so much that we had to give a lot of it away because it was going bad before we could eat it. We froze a lot of it, and that's something I recommend if you have a big family. Get out in the yard, make it a family project, plant a garden together, take care of that garden together, and harvest that garden together. And when you're harvesting, learn how to can, flash freeze those vegetables, and it will take you into the winter, and they're so much better than canned vegetables. I miss having a garden. Once I find the right house, I will definitely have another garden. There's also another program, a CSS Farmers Program, where you can team up with local farmers around your community. You can pay a monthly fee and get a basket of goodies like fresh tomatoes, heirloom corn and tomatoes, zucchini, all of the stuff that you would think you had in your garden, you can find at a CSS. I will leave the link below on where you can look for one of those in your local area, but that is huge. We did that for like 3 years. We actually even bought a pig, a pig to butcher, and we bought like half a cow from that farmer. It's amazing, and it's usually pretty well priced. And additional farm stands, obviously, if you find those little beautiful, cozy, comforting farm stands on the side of a summer day, on the side of the road on a summer day, take advantage of those. Those are fresh fruits and vegetables coming out of the fields onto your tables, and it's amazing fruits and vegetables, and they're cheaper than what you can usually find at the grocery store. So definitely do that. Another tip that I do is prepare the food as soon as I get home. I've done a lot of food prep videos. I think it's kind of boring to show you guys washing my grapes all the time, but prep your food when you get home. Clean the produce, get the meat froze, get things set up for your family so you can make it easy through the week. That's what I like to do. But more importantly, do it where you will keep your food fresh longer. Wrap your herbs in a damp paper towel, put them in a baggie, and get them in the refrigerator. Sometimes you can put them in a cup of water, just like you would a flower that you're putting in a vase. You can do the same with many herbs. Make sure that when you get home to really go through your produce, wash it, because you want to get the pesticides off, especially if you did not buy organic. And if you did buy organic, still give them a good wash. Any type of little bug on non-organic food will definitely rot faster. That's the difference. Organic food is fresher and no pesticides, and that's a couple of the differences. The non-organic food does have the pesticides, which is not so good for our bodies, but it makes our fruit last longer. So, you give and take. If you buy the ones non-organic, be sure to wash them. Definitely freeze leftovers. Like I said, if I make something big, like a big pot of something, I will freeze half of it so we can have it on a busy night. And then the last thing I'm going to talk to you about is a little fun thing I like to do. Sometimes the last week of the month at the grocery store is a little bit nerve-wracking. I always have money that I can take from to take care of groceries if I go over. But I like to play the game only on sale. And that means, I do my best to look in the flyer before I go grocery shopping. I buy only, and I meal plan only on what's on sale. And if Jackson wants lunch meat, it might not be organic that week, or it might not be the brand he's used to. I buy the on sale brand. So usually the last month of the week, I'm buying a lot more on sale, even if it's not our choice items or the items we would normally pick out, just to save money. You might try that with your family because it's actually kind of fun. It can be interesting just to shop for things on sale. And you can even find Coke and Mountain Dew on sale, so you're not really limited too much, but it does make you aware of the price differences. And if you come home and look at your grocery receipt from a week that you did not do that compared to a week that you did, you're going to see the difference yourself. It's that simple, and it's kind of fun. So $600 a month on groceries, which I know sounds like a lot for 3 people. It's not always that, though. That's my approximate, and approximately $400 a month on household and pet items. So I hope that answers your questions, and I'll be back with another question and answer video very, very soon. I'll be back tomorrow with a food haul. If you enjoyed this video, I would love it if you took a second and gave me a thumbs up. Don't forget to share this with your friends and family in case they want to, hear my very simple tips for saving money with food. And there's many more, by the way. Maybe I'll do another video, but I want to keep these short. Don't forget, you can click on my name, get subscribed so you don't miss any new videos. I'd love it if you followed along on Instagram and on Facebook so you don't miss any new updates or photos. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. I hope you have a beautiful and blessed weekend. Bye.